You never know who's going to pull up on the Morning Hustle, and this lady right here is making waves in the digital space. She got one of the livest new podcasts on the horizon right now. You can catch her on Breakbeat, but she here with us right now. One time for Don't Call Me White Girl.
Woo! Welcome. They vibe is on 10 here. Feels great in here. How y'all doing?
Fire. We're glad to have you here. Everybody be talking about you. You got your viral moments and everything that be popping off.
For sure. I'm excited. I'm viral all the time.
I know
but
that's
the biggest thing was the Why You Being Weird to Me, for sure. That's the biggest video.
Yeah, for sure.
I had everybody humping the air. I did.
We say that in this room multiple times a week. Your impact is pretty grand.
It's wild. Like, I've been doing it for about 4 years. And just to see how the internet works versus going viral on Twitter and Facebook, because I went viral first on Facebook, but this... Never. I mean, it's in 50 songs. I'm talking to record labels. They got it cleared to put on it. I've never been this big. I mean, it kind of changed the way people talk. But when a guy's trying to holler, it's like, why are you being weird to me? It's just in it. You know what I mean? So when you talk about being an influencer, I feel like I influenced the world with this one.
Where did you get that from, though? Like, what's the backstory?
Honestly, it was a 31-minute live. It's just a small piece. And mostly it's just me doing stand-up. I'm just talking my shit, trying to make people laugh.
Yeah.
But I think it's that same premise of where it's like somebody put some good dick on you and then they kind of like try to brush you. It's like, you ate my butt. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was for real, the stuff we did, you know. And I think it goes both ways with women and with men. Because sometimes when you do certain things sexually, it's like, we go together.
Right, that's it.
So that's really the thing, just being curved. And I think that's a common thing, because who hasn't been curved? Like, who hasn't had their feelings hurt or been ghosted or whatever? So that's the premise. And I think that's why everybody jumped on it, because we all relate to that. You know what I mean?
Well, relationship-wise, you know, like when you go on a date and you're prepared to give it up, you know, that first time, right?
How you know she prepared to give it up?
I'm just saying, I'm bringing you a few dates in, right? Like, it's the first time it's going down.
You know you're giving it up.
Are you pulling out all the stops and doing everything that some people don't, reserve until their fifth date?
No.
You're doing it all.
If you get the cat, you gonna get the theatrics. Because my goal is to fuck your head up. I want you to be like, you know what, that bitch is special. You know what I mean? I want you to think about me. You know what I mean? So for sure, like I am real grown when it comes to sex. I feel like there's no rules in it and all that taboo shit. Look, the goal is to get it there, you know, to come, right? So whatever we had to do today, we don't have to talk about it the next day. We only got to lock eyes in the morning.
So there's nothing like saving nothing for your husband.
It's 2022, y'all. Back in the day, you saved your virginity for your husband. Those days are over.
I thought it was like the virginity of your butt.
No, all of it is go. It depends, I mean... Now, the butt sex is like, you know what I mean? You don't
do that with everybody. That's what I'm saying.
Right, and then everybody's not into it. You know what I mean? You don't want to be the one to bring it up, because then you're looking crazy.
But so you're willing to give up the butt on the first time you have sex with a person?
You might got me. I don't think you get the butthole on the first date. If you ask me the first time we do it for the butthole, I'm looking at you kind of funny, because it's like, damn, nigga, you don't want to work this up.
That's true, though. That's true.
That would just make him look strange.
Right.
You know what I mean? And even with the butt, I feel like you should let the female introduce it, because, of course, with all the down low stuff, everybody's so nervous.
Right.
Let her ask.
I think that's true. You know, because that do raise a little bit of a red flag if he like, yo, let me.
Like, we go straight for that.
Yeah, that's wild when you think about it. You might not get called back if you ask your butthole on the first time. That's wild. You don't think that's crazy?
I do think that's a little wild.
That's insane.
You know, because there's sometimes, as guys, right, like we try to go all out and pull out all the stops just to impress
women. So y'all do that on the first time
No,
too?
But like other things, like, you get fifth date stuff on the first date. You know what I mean? Just because you're trying to leave a lasting impression.
I feel like y'all lead us in with these 30-minute sessions when you know damn well on average is a 3-minute situation.
I can't stand that. If the beginning is fire and then after you get comfortable, now it's like you just sitting back and I'm doing everything. Low key, that's the quickest way to lose me. Because I'm like, before you was flipping me around, jumping, doing all
this. He was eating that honey. He was doing something, you know.
You get it?
Regular, you just I put the Xbox down. I'm going to give you this 3 minutes of passion, and then it's over.
3 minutes ain't enough.
Now, can you tell in sex if a dude is Barry Bondsing it versus going all natural? When I say Barry Bonds, I mean using steroids, dick pills, stuff you get at the gas station.
I think it depends, because if we're new, I can't really tell. But if we're on it, we already been having sex, then I kind of know. You know what I mean? But I hate that. I hate guys that can't come. Like, I'm not, because then you got the Barry Bonds in it on the kind of smaller token, like gas station. Then you got Barry Bonds like he went to a drug dealer. So it's like, you know what I mean? Those are two different Barry Bonds. You know what I'm saying? Like if that thing remote hard is not going down, I might have to call the police.
That might be a little bit too much.
It's a lot.
Like a turnstile arm. 4 hours after the fact.
How long this going to take? You know what I mean?
But do you do like foreplay before?
Yeah, I do. And I feel like foreplay is bigger than touch. So the way you talk to me, what we doing, kind of date we been on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The kind of stuff we talking about, like the conversation you bring, that is all included. It's not just using your hands or whatever, but a lot of guys go straight to it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it's real corny.
But you add them in your stand-up though, like when you do it, you talk about the guys that.
That's why I'm single. They don't like it. Now, why you being weird to me? Everybody that I dated wanted to be the why you being weird to me guy. So
really?
It's about. It's like, you know damn well it's not about you, Tyrone. I don't have a problem, talking a little trash.
But that was about somebody.
For sure.
But none of the people that said it was about them.
I'll tell you. Everybody that claims it's not about them.
That's crazy.
So that person knows, and are y'all still like in constant contact?
Yeah, we are.
He's still in your pocket.
It's hard.
Y'all still in each other's pocket, ain't you?
Yeah, because that nigga.
If you was to give it a Yelp review, what would you have said?
I would say highly to recommend.
5 stars?
Yes, but comes with a lot of shit.
So that's more like 4.5 stars.
You know what I mean? I mean, you can't, and that's totally my experience.
Mm-hmm.
The good guys I meet that have careers and things going for themselves and whatever, those guys are not giving you good dick. It's like I've never had the full package. Like seriously, I've never had it. It's either or. It's either mediocre or it's great.
I think, it goes that way with women too. I think, the more in a state of survival a person is, the more they're trying to really put it down. Like if you dating a chick, lights flicker, the 28th day of the month.
If she in the project, she ready to bust your ass.
Hell yeah, because she's fucking for survival.
Yeah, and then you got to fight for survival to make it to your car.
That's why you stay the night. Wait till the sun come up.
Or something. Yeah,
big facts.
Sure.
Now, the name. Don't call me white girl. Yeah. How did you land on that?
I'm black. I'm all black. And if you from the hood, I'm from the hood. I'm from North Philly. They call you white girl. That's just a part of it.
Same exact problem that I had.
Of course you do.
I hated it.
Listen, at this point, I am the leader of the delegation of the light-skinned girls.
I like
People
that.
be in my DM like, yo, you standing up for us. In a serious note, I love being a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I really enjoy it. I'm so proud to be black. The good, the bad, everything that come with it, I think was so special.
Right.
I mean, the highest, the most common plastic surgery is stuff that look like a black woman. Like, we are it.
Yeah.
Fashion, music, whatever. So for me, I feel so many women were like excited to be mixed, like Shaquita Kardashian, and people naming their kids after them, and it's like, for me, it's like, I would go into people's houses and they would have the big 8x10 of Marilyn Monroe. That could be Dorothy Dandridge. Your daughters are being raised looking at this lady, and Marilyn Monroe may be gorgeous, but when you read on her, what kind of woman was she?
Right.
So it's like, for me, don't call me a white girl, because I'm not white. And they looking bad in the press. It's not really a compliment at this point. You know what I mean?
When I tell you I had the same issues growing up, got into fights, got into all kind of issues over it because people didn't understand it. But what happened with me was I came from a black neighborhood, then I went to a mixed neighborhood. And they was racist as hell. They hated black people. And so when I went back to a black neighborhood and they like, white girl, I'm like, nah, don't play with me. Because to me, all I knew was racist white people. Right. You know what I mean? So off top, I'm like, nah, like I'm proud to be black and don't call me nothing else other than that. So when that was your name, it does catch a lot of attention.
And the other part is, like the colorism, because we are woke. We are in a day and time where we want everybody. You getting canceled if you do certain things. But for me as a black woman, I feel like the light-skinned woman experience is cut out of that.
Yeah.
Now, statistically, the darker you are, the harder you have it. We driving down the street, you're going to get pulled over first, period.
Yeah.
But that does not take away from my experience being high yellow, because I go through stuff too.
It's true.
You mentioned fights. I fought every day.
Yeah,
because
all the time.
Assumption is you light-skinned and you scary.
You think you cute, you this,
and
this,
I
that, and the
absolutely
third.
think I'm cute, but I would fight to death. I experienced that a lot. I would fight. I always had to kind of defend myself, you know? So for me, just getting this platform, I'm for sure trying to unite us versus separating us.
Right.
And I want my brown skin sisters, my dark skin sisters to know we feel shit too.
Yeah,
you know?
facts.
People not wanting to be your friend. People not, you know what I mean, assuming things about you that are just untrue, you know? So, you know, I just feel like we're better together than separate. And
Well,
that's the
real
best
quick,
thing.
if people want to tap in with you, catch up on all the episodes of the podcast, where do they go?
Listen, first of all, follow me on social media. My name is Don't Call Me White Girl. It's 2 E's in that me. All
Come
right?
on. Me.
You can listen to my podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts. And the name of the podcast is my name, Don't Call Me White Girl. Check me out. I'm everywhere you can listen. And if you go to Breakbeats YouTube, you can watch it visually on Wednesdays.
History in the making right here. Don't call me white girl. Be sure you tap in. And thanks for pulling up, Queen.
Of course. I appreciate the vibe. It's on 1,000 in here.
We are the Morning Hustle.